just dropped my beautiful daughter Story Leigh off at camp. Haven't told a story in a minute, probably a long, like couple months, 2-3 months. So just wanted to come on here and tell a situation that I went through, and you feel me, what happened. So last Friday, I was on the phone with my brother because I was out Ubering, and I think Tyrese was out Ubering. So he called me or I called him, and we was on the phone for a minute because I think I started Ubering around probably 7 or 8. And then at this time we had hung up and then called each other or whatever. So as I was on the phone, as Tyrese hung up, we got on the phone, it was like probably 2:33. It was my last ride because I was ready to go in the house because I was tired, so I wanted to go in the house. It was around probably like 3 o'clock. And I'm coming up from downtown on my way up Emerson Avenue, Franklin Street. So I'm driving up Franklin Street, but I get like a 30, I think it was like a 32. And come on, who wouldn't take a 32? And I think it was going to like Severn. So I clicked it, but at the time my gas tank was on E. And you feel me, I got a big Jeep now, so E is somewhat E, because my mileage thing, it stops after like 37. It say low fuel. So when it say low fuel, y'all know what I mean. But after it says the low fuel, I know I got like 30 miles until, you feel me, my car, you feel me, completely turns off. So I'm driving. I'm coming from downtown, and I'm already low, like on one of the streets downtown before you get on the underpass. So I gets on the underpass, you feel me? Still on low fuel on the underpass. I get to driving past the underpass. And like I said, I got the Popeyes ride in. There's a new Popeyes on Franklin Street. Stop at Popeyes. Still got the low fuel. So and it's crazy, when I got there, I understand why the ride was so much, because the line was all the way to the street somewhat. So I pull in, I'm like, should I really do it or should I get fuel? But I'm like, I just get fuel on the way up, because that was the way of the ride. So once I got to the store, once I got to Popeyes, basically I waited 45 minutes for the ride. For the ride. I waited 45 minutes. End up canceling because I'm like, this taking too long, and I was waiting for my opportunity so I could back up, because it was like one line, my opportunity to back up in order for me to get out. So I back up. I basically back up, and this was like all timing, because you feel me, almost ran out of gas in the line, and it had to have been horrible if I was like at the spot where they talk, where you say your order and whatever, where you order the food. So as I'm backing up and I'm driving like probably, I wouldn't even say half a mile, somewhat half a mile, my lights started flickering, and then my car started like slowing down. And I never ran out of gas, like ever in my whole life. I never ran out of gas. Even though I play the gas game where it's like, I wait till my thing gets like super, super low for me to order to put gas in it. Because that's how I am, you feel me? Even when my gas low before I go in the house, I just wait till the next morning, because I don't feel like putting gas in my car at night. But I'm driving, I run out of, you feel me? I don't know what's going on. I'm thinking something wrong with my car, but I'm like, my gas. So once my car turned off, I hurry up, and it was almost turned off in the middle of the street, so I had to pull over to the side on Franklin Street. I pull over to the side where it completely cuts off, it shuts down, you feel me? And it was 4 o'clock in the morning at this time, because I looked at my clock and I'm like, who will be up in order for me to get gas? So after like 5 minutes, I'm like, forget it. I just gotta do it by myself. So I walked across the street, because 7-Eleven, that's where I was going to get gas. 7-Eleven was like probably literally across the street. It wasn't like directly across the street. It was like up and across the street, because I was in the middle between Popeyes and 7-Eleven. Luckily, you feel me, the 7-Eleven was right there, and I was in the underpass. So I'm like, I need something. I walked to 7-Eleven to see if they had a gas thing, because I actually got a gas thing, but I left it over my father's house. So I walks up to the 7-Eleven, and I asked the man, do y'all have a gas container so I can put gas in? He like, nah. I'm like, what? Why wouldn't you have a gas container? Because, like, people run out of gas all the time. But I understand why. So after he said he had no gas in him, and me not thinking, because I don't know what I was thinking at the time. I wasn't thinking nothing. So me at the time, I'm thinking, like, what can I do? So I walks out. I see a foam cup. You feel me? Which is, like, I was not thinking the whole time. I see the foam cup. I put, you feel me? And then it's crazy because I'm like, gas, the little bit of gas that I was thinking was going to do something didn't do nothing. Because it wasn't a super big foam cup. It was like a regular size foam cup, like a Slurpee cup. I put the, and then never, you feel me, never put gas in the Slurpee cup. I mean the foam cup. So I put it in it, and it melts the foam cup. I'm like, how didn't I think about that? Crazy. That was like legit idiotic of me, you feel me? So it basically, and then I put it on the ground, so it didn't really get on me, even though it got it's somewhat, I stepped in it a little bit. So I'm like, so I walked back after the gas basically melted the foam cup. I walked back across the street to see, because I had like 2 water bottles in my car, and like still wasn't thinking at the time because it was 2 regular sized Deer Park water bottles. You feel me? Like this size. Put the gas in the water bottles, and then the water bottles did nothing because it was like 60 cents, and I'm like, what? Even though it makes no sense because a gallon, it'd have been smart to get a gallon or something. So after a while, I did the trip like 4 times because I had a little something to funnel into it, because the way my gas tank set up, you gotta push the thing in, and then probably a lot of people gas tank like that, but you had to push it in order to get it. The thing I used, I bought a little 7-Eleven thing. It was like a little vase. It was like a little vase where I could put the gas into it from the water bottle and push it in for the gas to go in the gas tank. So I'm doing that. I did like 4 or 5 trips, and that was probably like $1. It was like 80 cents each, because that was like the most I could fit in the water bottle. And after a while, I'm just thinking like, won't I just buy a big water bottle, like a gallon of water bottle? Because I never, you feel me, 2 and 2 didn't click. So after a while, I just go in there and buy a gallon water jug. So I'm like, bro, I didn't wasting so much time in just doing, you feel me, the darndest things, you feel me, it wasn't the non-smart thing to do as far as me putting gas in a regular water bottle. So basically, I get the gallon, and then I put the gas in the gallon, because my car wasn't cutting on, because every time I would put the little bit of gas in it, the 60 to $80 worth of gas that was in the water bottle, I kept trying to turn my car on. Every time I was putting the gas in it, basically, I was turning it on to see if it would cut on, but it wouldn't cut on because the 80 cents that I was putting in there wasn't enough to turn it back on. So I'm like, bro, that's when you feel me, I went back to where I said I got the big water jug. So after I basically fill it up where it's good enough to fill up, I drive across the street to 7-Eleven to basically put like $10-15 of gas in my car, because it still wasn't enough. So after I'm at the counter putting the gas in the car. I mean, talking to the guy at 7-Eleven to put the gas in the car. And I was telling, she said, dang, you smell like gas. This is another guy that wasn't at the counter at first. He smelled like gas. I'm like, yeah, my car broke down, and I was trying to see if y'all had the container and this and that. He like, you could have just got the gallon, you feel me, to start off with. And I'm like, I never thought about it. You feel me? I wish he was at the counter to tell me this, because the other guy didn't even tell me this, even though it was common sense for me to get the gallon at first. You feel me? I made it home safe, and I have AAA. I was not thinking.